Hello, happy hump day, everybody. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who may be new, my name is Lotus, and I am streaming The Sims 4 today. I alternate between The Sims 4 and Stardew Valley. I did Stardew on Monday, so today I'm doing The Sims 4. And I'm doing a little bit of world building right now. I may get into, hopefully, I'll have a chance to get into some gameplay. I'm on the last little bit of world building that I wanted to do today. Um, I've got this household. Originally, it was two sisters, and both of them are adults, but I wanted the eldest one to have a family of her own. The problem is, they were living in a place, neither of them were dating anyone. It's a household I have not played in a couple of generations, and neither of them were dating anyone. So I just went ahead and created a husband and kids for the eldest sister in Cass, and now I am making the bedrooms. So the other issue was that they were living in a two-bedroom apartment, but it is a very, very big apartment. So there was plenty of room for renovation. And I've turned this area over here, which was just an extension of this bedroom. I turned this area over here into two small bedrooms. So one for their child daughter, which is the room I'm finishing up now, and the other one will be for their teenage son. So they have two kids. Oh, and actually, I'm going to need to move the crib and the nursery to the other bedroom because this is their parents here. I could also turn this huge walk-in closet into a bathroom, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Well, maybe I will, because now we've got two, four, five Sims and a dog in a two-bedroom penthousey type place. It's not actually a penthouse, but it might as well be because it's so big and expensive, and it comes with maid service. That's the one of the amenities of the building. So I may as well call it a penthouse, even though it's not. But yeah, I think they need another bathroom, so I'll probably turn this into a bathroom as well as part of my renovating. So if you hear a low, steady hum in the background, hopefully it's not too loud. I have my fan on because it has been very warm here in New York City. Um, it's almost like spring was like, I don't feel like showing up. I'm just going to let summer hop in here right quick. Today it's 89 degrees. I don't have the AC on because I feel like April 15th is way too early to turn on the air conditioner with its extreme effect on the electric bill. So I'm not doing that. I just have the fan running today. Had it on yesterday too for the same reason. It got up into the upper 80s yesterday. Actually, yesterday I think it got up into the low 90s. It's really ridiculous. All right. I want to find some kid art, kid appropriate art to go on this wall. And for some reason, where are the reading posters? I can never find them when I want them, but when I don't want them, then they pop up. See, search always takes a minute. I've got a lot of CC and there's a lot of in-game content now. I don't remember what the count is, but we have a lot of um, game packs and expansion packs and kits and stuff packs. So it takes a minute for the game to search through all of that. Not to mention the 55 gigs of CC that I have on shape. So it's gonna take a minute. Here we go. These are book. What's this? Paw reading decal? I've never seen that. Such a mess of what in there? Oh, paw reading. Oh, like palm reading. Let me just put read in here. Little readers, future leaders. I think that may be the one that I'm looking for. Oh, raising a reader. I was also looking for that. I don't know why it suddenly got so difficult to find. There we go. We've got a couple of them. So this little girl is active. Um, so she likes sports. Actually, let me get some sports posters to go up. Her favorite colors are pink, blue, and yellow. She's very girly and she is very active as well. Let's go under. What was I looking for? Just that fast, I forgot what I was looking for. Oh, sports posters. I don't know what it is about you all and me yawning, but I guess something about being here with you all just relaxes me so much that all of a sudden I start yawning, and I don't want you all to think that I'm bored with you. I absolutely am not. Actually been looking forward to this today. Here we go, sports poster. Here's another reading poster, a couple more sports posters. Yeah, she's very much an active kiddo. Her brother is more the bookworm than she is, her older brother. And he has, I think, the Renaissance sim aspiration. She has the, what do you call it? Rambunctious Scamp aspiration. That's the one where they like to play in the playground. Now that can be difficult to do here because there's not a playground in this area. So I would have to take her out of this lot a lot for her to be able to finish that aspiration. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to find kid type clutter to put in her room. You know, a lamp under here would be a very good idea. Since it's so dark. Let's use the soccer ball. Pink, of course. She likes pink. She likes pink and blue and yellow. But she's got a lot of blue in her room already. So let's add some pink. We have ads coming in about a minute. So if you need to, you can use that for as an opportunity to get up and stretch your legs, get something to eat, get something to drink. What happened to my clutter? Why is it not showing up? There it is. Yeah, get something to eat and drink, stretch, and I'll see you on the other side of the ads. Well, I continue finishing up this young lady's room. Let's look up is a good idea. Now that's interesting. Why do I have two sets? Buy and apply. Oh, they're two. Okay. So I guess this set is just decorative. And these you can buy and apply. Okay. Makes sense to me. Let's see what else we can put in the little lady's room. I'm not sure how crafty she is, but it doesn't hurt for her to have some craft items, especially for those rainy days when she can't get out the house to a playground. And I also need some kids' activities because we don't have any of that. Let's get some kids' activities for her. I don't think she'll be much into making music, but being able to draw and stuff, I think would be a good idea. And we can put that, this is like a study kind of, so we can put that in here. Like that. The thing I like about these large apartments is, for the most part, there's space for just about anything. So it's not a struggle, like to find space for them to work on school projects and things like that. And I really appreciate that. 'Cause, in some of these lots, especially in the apartments, it can be tough to find space for them to do things. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the violin. I don't see her, at least not at this phase in her life, being much of a music maker. Okay, she has a toy box. I think that's good. I don't want to. I like nicely cluttered rooms, but also at the same time, I don't want her room to be over cluttered because it is kind of small. I think, though, I'd like the floor clutter. I think that came with parenthood. I don't think I'll find that in kids, but it's worth a look. Welcome back from the ads. I appreciate your patience with that. We all know that Twitch does the most when it comes to ads. So I really appreciate you hanging in there with that and coming back after the ads are up. All right, where's that kids clutter that I like so much? Maybe she likes stickers too. Put that there. For all I know, her parents just might end up having another baby. I'll see what they do. I recently expanded one of the other households. Now they're in a house, so I was able to add a third floor. Um, I created a wife for my son, and he and his wife Also created, when I was in cast, I created an infant son for them. And he and his wife are very recently pregnant with their second child. I don't know what she's having, but I am sure at some point very, very soon I'm going to find out. We can take this to add to the clutter. That's not what I was looking for, but it does fit the theme. Here it is. That's the kids' clutter I wanted. Let's go with this one. And of course, I'm going to have to see if this will work. I remember it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure why, but technically they're supposed to be able to walk through the clutter. And that's it for her room. Now for her brother's room. Let's see. I think I'm going to give him a smaller desk and a bed, a regular bed. Hey, Rosie Mary, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. And yeah, enjoy your stay here. Sit back and relax while I finish renovating this household's apartment. So I took it from a 2-bedroom to a 4-bedroom because I created 2 kids for them in cast. And now I had to create bedrooms for their kids. All right, so this young man he's a bookworm. So let me see. I did not give him any specific favorite colors. But let me get a smaller desk, like the half-size desk, and that way there'll be more floor space for him in this room. Let's go with this one. I'll go with this color for now. I may change it, but for now that's what I'll keep. This was a desk that was already on the lot, a desk and computer that were already on the lot. I'm just repurposing them for his room. Gotta get him some curtains too. And I'll decide what color I want to make them. I think I'll leave this part open, but before I get the top, let's see, what do I... No, I like this color better, so I'll have to change the color of the wood and the curtain mount. There, now it matches. Alrighty, I need a dresser for him. Oh, I don't have a mirror in the daughter's room. I'm gonna have to put a mirror in her room. Oh, let's find a dresser. It can't be too big, just because. We could do a wardrobe. That would fit. And a mirror. That's under decorations. I like that because it matches the color of the wood in the wardrobe. And let's find a mirror for her. I think we're going to give her a a wall mirror. Okay, this one might fit actually. Yeah, a leaning mirror. We can do that. Okay. He definitely has to have books in her room. She has books in her room. She has a bookcase. Um, he is the bookworm of the two of them. So let's see what I can find. Does this shelf, is there a slot on this shelf? Oh, there is. Okay. So I'll put some books there. And is there space here? No. I can probably just put some down on the floor. Let's see what kind of book stacks I can. Oh, book stacks. Yes. That would be under clutter, I think. No, that's under surfaces because you can actually put stuff on top of it. I don't use a stack of books very often. When I remember to use it, it came with the Book Nook kit. Is that what it's called? Book Nook? It came with that kit. And when I remember to use it, it really adds something to the room of a bookworm. Okay, this is taking too long. Let's just go straight to the kit. That's not what I was looking for, but you know what? I love it. It's a shelf that looks like a stack of books, and I think he would have something like that in his room. I don't remember what category. So here it is. This is what I'm looking for. The pile. And this you can actually stack, which I love. I think it's awesome. No, we are not having books in the wall. Thank you so much. Okay. A lamp, I think, is quite appropriate because even though he has a ceiling light, he's a bookworm. I think he would like to have extra light to make reading less of a strain on the eyes. Okay. I should probably give him a wall mirror. Oops, wait, that would make sense. That does make sense. I know it's kind of hanging off the edge, but you know what? We're gonna ignore that. Yes, we are. We're gonna ignore that and just pretend that the books are not hanging off the edge of that stack of books there. And let's get him a wall mirror. A lot of stuff done today that I'm very pleased with. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Hang on. Let me find wood color that matches better. Okay, I like that. And then we can sign some of this stuff out. And I was also looking for these book prints. I think that he would, since he's a bookworm, I think he would have this kind of stuff on his walls. And I always like choosing art that has people of color in it because most of my Sims are of color. It's very rare that I create or play with Sims who are not, actually, who aren't black. I like for my Sims to be dark skinned because I am. So I like for my Sims to be representative of me. Do I want to keep this shelf? You know what? Maybe I'll just keep one. So when I'm selecting art, I like to select art that is representative of my Sims too. So since they're black, then the art that I choose for them is also black. Like this CC here. Um, oh, I remember what I was looking for too. Like a little calendar thing. I think he is a dog lover, so I could get him a dog wall calendar. And I just saw it too. I don't know what happened to it. I probably just moved the scroll wheel and scrolled away from it. So what was I doing today? Well, today was wash day, so I washed my hair. My scalp feels really nice. um, I was making some updates to a contract for a client of mine. Um, they had a lot of questions about the contract, and I love it because the contract that I used was a template that I found. And through this client's questions, I was made aware of holes in certain parts of it. My thing with contracts is it's a way to protect not just the client, but also myself. Um, and to make sure that before any work starts or any money is spent, that we're both on the same page so that we can move forward as a team um, instead of it being, one of us against the other, whatever. I like thinking about working with clients as a team thing. So, yes, I'm the one that's doing the work, but I'm solving a problem for them. And they trusted me enough to come to me with their problem and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I need designed. I consider that to be a great honor because there's a lot of other people out there who can do what I do. And they trusted me to come to me and give me their hard earned money to do this work for them. So when I have a contract for a client, I want it to be crystal clear to both of us who is responsible for what they're getting for their money, um, and where the limits are, in terms of what they're responsible for, what I'm responsible for, so that we can go into the working arrangement with a clear understanding of things. Now, I had a bad experience a number of months ago with someone where I had not remembered to do a contract before I started doing any work for them. And when we got to what I thought was the end, they were very upset because they felt like I had not done what they wanted. And it was pretty traumatic. The person wasn't, some of the things they said were not all that nice. And it was pretty traumatic for me. But I learned from that experience the importance of having a very clear contract before any work is started. Um, and then that way it gives them a chance also to make sure that they've been clear about what they wanted, because now this person specifically said that they were deliberately unclear about certain things because they were testing me, which is not how business should be done. Um, but some people honestly don't know when they're being unclear about what they want and what they don't want. Having a contract gives them an opportunity to say, well, no, this that you described here is not what I wanted. What I actually wanted was that. Um, and it avoids situations where someone can come back later and say, oh, you didn't do what I wanted you to do. Because if they come back then and they say, well, I was deliberately unclear because I was testing you, well, you signed a contract and you agreed that what was laid out on the contract was what you wanted. There's no room for tests. There's no room for being unclear. And so that protects me as a contractor from those kind of manipulations. But it also, as the questions that this client was asking me, it also protects the clients. Because, for example, they had asked about one section where I had said in the contract, um, things like acts of God, accidents, things like that. Oh my goodness, I didn't change the scene. Let me go ahead and change that. Um, I had said in the contract, the contractor is not responsible for things like acts of God, or accidents. If any of that happens, that's not, and the contractor can't finish the work, then that's not the contractor's fault. And this person said, well, what do you mean by accidents? An accident could be something as simple as you dropping your computer. And I, as the client, should not be responsible for that. Or, if you get sick and you can't work anymore, I should not be responsible for the fact that you got sick. I should be reimbursed. And when I read their comment, I said, you know what, you're absolutely right. And none of that is clear the way the contract is written now. So I was able to go ahead and add clarifying language saying, okay, if the contractor gets sick, then you'll be refunded for the work that was not done. So, like, if half of the work was done, you'll get half of what you paid back. Because of course the contractor should be paid for the work that they already did. Um, or if there's an accident, that anything that is outside of the contractor's control is stuff that the contractor is not responsible for. So if they can't work anymore because war broke out, or it was an act of God, lightning struck the building and burned it down, stuff like that, the contractor is no longer responsible, because of course they can't work because everything was burnt down when lightning struck the building. But something that is within the contractor's control, such as keeping proper backups of their work, or using other equipment if their computer stops working, things like that. That's just part of doing good business. And the contractor assumes full responsibility of making sure that they can do those things. That's something that I hadn't, to me, it seemed to be completely clear. But without that very specific language in the contract, it wasn't clear for that particular client. Now, I've used that contract before with other clients, and they were completely fine with the way it was written. But I really appreciated this client pointing out, well, it's not clear to me. I'd like some clarification. I'd like specific language that protects my interests in this. And I looked at it. I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. I I think that that language should be in there. I'm going to go ahead and add it, and then send you an updated version of the contract to look at, and you can let me know if there's anything else that you feel like I need to add. That's what I mean by we're working as a team. Um, Deliberately being unclear about something is, or hinting about something instead of giving clear communication. This is what I want. That's not working as a team. That's working to try to have a gotcha for the person, or, oh, well, let me see if they actually read my mind and rise to the occasion. That's not teamwork. Setting clear expectations, though, that's teamwork. And any contract work I do, I like for it to be teamwork right from the beginning. So I made sure to thank this client for bringing those things up. Now, now the funny thing is, funny to me. The funny thing is, my nervous system, because of the things that I've experienced in life, and also because of dealing with people who were manipulative, or who were expecting me to read their mind and then punishing me when I didn't. My nervous system responds to constructive criticism like what this client gave me, as though I am being attacked, and as though I'm in mortal danger. I would very much appreciate it if my nervous system would not do that. And what I'm hoping is, as I continue through life and, continue to work with people and continue to work on myself, that my nervous system will get the message and be like, okay, this is constructive criticism. This is not me being physically attacked and my life being in danger. There does not need to be a cortisol rush. My nervous system is not there yet, but hopefully she will get there at some point in time. All right, so this is the renovation that I needed to do. I've got both bedrooms now. So the blue is the girl's bedroom, and then the yellow is her older brother's bedroom. I'm still thinking about turning this walk-in closet into a bathroom, but I don't want to do that. I want to do some gameplay, and then possibly end up in another household. So there are, I think I counted seven, there's 6 or 7 different households in this save. And this is just one of them. Now, I do not remember which generation this household is. So, in one of the other households, the one that I mentioned before, where my sim and his wife were pregnant with their second child, their children are the beginning of generation 29. Um, I don't remember what generation this household is, and they're not in the Cousins Club. So, I'm going to have to do some digging to figure out who is who. So this is Jermaine. Oh, I need to change the kids' names too. So their mom is Forsar Palm, but they are going to be Boy Myers because no, we're not going to put that away. We're not. Because this is baby girl's journal. Oh, I forgot to give her brother a journal. This is baby girl's journal. I want this in her inventory. Hello, my dear. Where are you? She's out here on the balcony. Oh, it's raining. Hi, Melody. To figure out what household they're in, I'm probably going to have to go into the old save file. This is a relatively new save for this legacy because the old save file is getting laggy. All right, I'm going to update your name in MC Command Center because it's easier than going all the way into and back out of CAS. Now, for some reason, I've noticed that this save sometimes is laggy too. And I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. All right, Jermaine, where are you? I do not use skirts and kilts on my male Sims often enough. So when he randomized in CAS and his first outfit in the everyday category had an above the knee skirt, I decided to keep it. I want to use that. Because some guys would like to have their legs out. Besides clothing is does not have a gender. No matter how much some people would like for us to believe it does. Okay, I gotta check. Is it Meyer or Myers? Myers. Okay, good. I did do that. Okay, and I need to do auto lights everywhere. Thank you very much. You are hungry, young man, so you should grab yourself something to eat. And I am. Oh, your dad left this bowl on the floor. Here, come and eat this. I'm specifically pointing to things because they have a grill and they have two stoves. And since he is 18, he may decide to cook and burn the house down. And I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to have to replace all of this stuff. I mean, they have money, they have a good amount of money, but I still don't want to replace things. Okay, and let's see where you are. You're also hungry. Are you eating? Is there something? Oh, okay, there's food out here. So you can grab this to eat. Yeah, see, I don't know why the game is being so laggy, but it is. Okay, so Ilsa, she's the younger sister. She's not married. She doesn't have kids. Moppet is the family pet. I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole praising and picking up thing. I can also send her outside to go potty. Justine is the mom of the two kids whose rooms I just renovated. So this is Justine. She is Isla's sister, and Lionel is her husband. Oh, I don't know if he has a job. No, he doesn't have a job. Okay. We can fix that. What kind of skills and interests do you have, Lionel? He's a music lover, he's lazy, he's romantic, and he is gregarious. Let's see, sir. What kind of job can we put you in? You know what? Maybe I'll just put him in the salary person career. You know, there's not too much, it's not demanding. And since he's lazy, I don't think he would enjoy a demanding job. I could put him in the business career. I could put him in the salary person career. Yeah, I think I'll put him in the salary person career, and I'll probably bump him up a couple of levels. I mean, he is lazy, but he's not a new hire. I need a few water bottles, so I think when we get to the 1 hour mark, I'll take a 5 minute break, and I'll go refill my water bottle. So let's bump him up to competent clerk. Yeah, he hasn't gotten very far, but he's definitely not a new hire. All right, so he makes $25 an hour. He needs to work on his logic and writing skill if he's going to go any further. But for now, I think that's fine. Let's have you get yourself something to eat, sir. And probably, now that we have 5 Sims in the household, plus a dog, we probably need more food. So somebody is going to need to cook at some point in time. You know what? Y'all don't have a dishwasher in here, do you? And this counter is moved out from the wall for reasons I do not understand. Oh, you know what? I think this is turned around backwards. Because you see how the other counters have drawer handles? This one doesn't. Let me see. Oh, I think OBS, my game, and my web browser are fighting for resources. That's what I think. I may have to turn the music off. If not, start OBS altogether. It shouldn't be a problem. It usually is not a problem. Yeah, that's turned. Whoa, where'd that go? It's not. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, it's turned around backwards. There we go. I don't know how that happened. Okay. I would like for them to have a dishwasher. Oh, that would be under kitchen appliances. Thank you, Saribot. You are on the job. All right. Dishwashers. One that will match these counters like so. So now they have a dishwasher. The counter is turned around the right way. I would like to get rid of the coffee. Sims will they'll get coffee instead of going to bed. So let's get rid of the coffee pot and get them either a microwave or a stand mixer or both, actually. We can get them both. Let's get this one. They have the money, so we'll get them the best quality. So we'll put the microwave there. We can get them, look at all these counters they have. We can get them a stand mixer and a waffle iron. Use a waffle iron. And here's the stand mixer. And there's something else we could get a pressure cooker as well. They've got plenty of counters. So we will get a pressure cooker. Yeah, now y'all have plenty of appliances. And they have a grill outside. So they are all set. Okay, restarted my browser. Let me see if I can get the music to play without it sucking up so many resources. Okay, was there something else I have wanted to do? We don't have I don't think we have a chess table. We need one. We need a chess table. So let me see. Where would I put a chess table? Outside would be a good thing. Inside would be better, to be perfectly honest. That goes under knowledge. And then I can use like one of the fancier chess tables. Oh, let's use this one. I never use this one. I might have used it once or twice. And I need a couple of chairs for it. Oh, we have an extra pet toy thing. So the previous household did have a pet, and the pet died. So like I said, I think it's been a generation since I played this household. Um, so when I came in, well, who did I play? I played, yeah, it's been a generation. I played their father and mother for a little while. Not much. So yeah, there was a lot of cleaning up that I had to do to make things suitable for this generation instead of the generation that has gone on. And I want to put this in the fridge. Why are you lagging so much? This cannot be good. Okay, that's better. All right, good, good. All right, sir, you have a shiny new job, but it is Saturday, so you don't have work for a couple of days. How about you clean your bowl? All right, you're tired, so you need to sleep. is only 8 o'clock on a Saturday, it actually makes sense that, maybe he stayed up all night gaming and something, reading actually, because that is so something I would do. You get in a good book and it's like, sleep? What's that? I don't think so. Now, I would think she's gonna nap. I would think that I'm gonna cheat her sleep mood. I would think that she would have slept on. And let's put her in some clubs. I need to put her in, where is it? Oh, there is no kids club in this save. Okay, well, we'll fix that. We will create a kids club. I like to have a kids club in the game because it's a great way for my Sims to make friends from childhood. And then they can, if they keep up with them, they can carry them on through the rest of their lives. Sometimes they even make a friend that they end up dating or marrying when they get older. It's nice for the storytelling pipeline. Okay, all right, that's not too loud. Just checking the music levels. All right, game. Enough with the not responding. Thank you so much. So this club is going to be Sim Elementary. That's what I usually call it in my saves. I like to use, the butterfly. The hangout is going to be any playground. Because now we actually have a playground venue type. I think that came with Adventure Awaits. And the requirement is you have to be a child. I've actually been playing The Sims today between the other work that I was doing. I haven't played Stardew Valley today, so I'll probably play Stardew later. All right, so anybody with Foy in their last name is part of the legacy. I do not recognize this child, so I'm going to put her in the group so that I can get to know her. Let's see, Jonathan English, Marshall Lopez, and Wanda Slaughter. Oh, here's another Foy child, Tiana Foy Prado. Oh, I know who her parents are. Her parents, she lives in Henford on Bagley. That's another household that I did some renovation. I gave them a walk-in basement, which I love being able to do because it's a small lot that has a, what is it, the barrel thing for the horses, as well as a stable and a hen house. So there's not much space on the lot, but they needed some extra space. So I created a walk-in basement for them. So now they have space under the house for some stuff. All right, so let's see. With kids, they can, so kid activities, play on playground equipment. I want them to play marbles because I just saw that. And I don't use that enough, but I do want that. Play with toys. If they're meeting at someone's house. and they can play with whatever toys are there. I don't want to make using the activity of science table a thing because sometimes I want my sim to use the activity table, but if using the activity table, once one child uses it, nobody else can use it because the child never takes the art they create. They make art on the activity table and then they leave it. And then I have to manually go and have somebody clean it up or put it in their inventory or whatever. And let's see. Oh, do homework. I think it would be good if the kids could do homework together. So, kid activities, do homework. All right, cool. Now, today it's raining, so they wouldn't be at a playground. Unless, of course, it stops raining later. Oh, we're at the 1 hour mark. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause here and I'm going to save because it's been a little while since I saved and that's not good. I'm going to take a quick break because I need to refill my water bottle. I already took my meds, so I don't have to do that. If you have meds that you should be taking, please go take your meds, your vitamins, your supplements, whatever it is. If you did not take them, please go and do that. Um, I already did mine so that I am leading by example. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick break for a couple of minutes, refill my water bottle, maybe get myself a snack, and I will be back. Alright, I am back. I am back. I have refilled my water bottle so that I will not um, turn into a pile of dust and fly away. We do not want that. No, we don't. All right, let me put these walls down. And where are you, Jermaine? I also want him in the teen club, and as soon as I can figure out what generation they are, I'm going to put them in one of the cousins club. So he's going to go to Sims Leadership Academy. That's the teen club. And he is going to bed because he stayed up all night reading. So he is tired. Okay, now what I would like to do, I'm going to exit to the main menu. It's going to bug me that I don't know what generation they're in until I actually go and check it. And like I said, to do that, I will need to go into the old save, which is super laggy, but I only need to be in there long enough to check what gen their father was in, because I remember him being in one of the cousin clubs. I just don't remember which generation he was. So, you know what? I could check if I have a folder for him. If I took any pictures of their dad, any screenshots of their dad, I could have gameplay pictures of him. Let me see. Go to. This is gonna take a little while, I think, for the game to go back to the main menu. So let's just show the laptop display so you all can see what I'm doing. So I keep my, oh wait, I think I have gameplay pictures pinned. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I use something called Proton Drive instead of Google Drive. I was a big Google Drive component for years, but Google is using anything that we put through through our Google email addresses or in our drives, like if we have Google Docs and stuff. Google uses that to train their AI. And I don't like that. I like for my stuff to be private. So I switched over to Proton for most of my stuff and took my stuff out of Google Drive. So let's see. This is in my Proton Drive. I'm going to my Foy Legacy folder. Joyson. I don't have any pictures. Wait. Let's see. Carter, Cassandra, Maya, Gen 26. What's in here? Amanda Rios, Cassandra Myers. Looks like we had some Myers further up in the family tree. Okay, it doesn't look like I've got any pictures from their dad. So yeah, going back to the main menu is going to be the best thing to figure out what generation their father was in so that I know what generation they are in. Now, these two sisters had an older brother, Leonard. Leonard has already died. So I played I think the last time I played the household, the two sisters were like toddlers, if that old. And now they're both adults. So it's been a minute since I played this household. And this wasn't even one of my main households. I don't remember how I ended up with this household, but it wasn't even one of my main ones. I think it was one that I kind of rescued from obscurity and wanted to keep them in the legacy fold and document them in the family tree. That's how I think this household happened. When I get into a legacy this many generations in, sometimes it's fun just to see where the legacy goes. Um, so part of my gameplay is really just finding these branches, these obscure branches of the family tree and folding them in, like adding Foy to their last name and stuff like that, folding them in so that they remain really a part of the legacy. That can get very time consuming and it can also be overwhelming. So over the years, I've had to make peace with the idea that I'm not going to be able to track every single outlying branch of a legacy. But I do the best that I can. That's all we can do. You know what? I think I had another process running on my laptop that was killing a lot of the CPU. So I just turned that process off. I think Norton Utilities was doing extra stuff in the background. I think that's what it was. I do have to do some cleanup with that. I have Norton Utilities Ultimate running, and there is some stuff to clean up, free up some disk space. But I bet you that's why my game was lagging so much and why it wouldn't play, why the music wouldn't play well in the background and all of that stuff. So I'll see if that helps things. Now, I don't remember if the sister's dad is still alive in this save. I don't think he is, but I should be able to see if he's not alive. How would I find out what generation? Well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I should have put the generation number in the household description. Or it might be that I didn't know what the generation number was even then. I'm about to find out as soon as the save loads. So this save was corrupted. It was doing some weird stuff with lots loading empty. Um, and it was also getting laggy anyway. So that's why I moved everything to a new save. And fingers crossed, I'm able to find out what generation this household actually is by going into this save file. It's going to take a minute to load up just because it was so, I used it for so long. So old. Okay, let me see. They would have been living in the San Myshuno. As I don't think this is them. Is it white? No, this might be them. Hold on. So let's see, Foy Lopez. Let's go to Samashina. Oh, this is them. And he is still alive. Pharrell, yes. All right, Pharrell. We need to see what generation you are. Yes, that is good. That is very good. I am a happy Lotus right now. I'm gonna make a note to myself about the appointment I have next week. Next Thursday at 12 p.m. I have it on my electronic calendar, but I also keep a paper calendar because I just like the feeling of putting pen to paper, and it also helps me remember things better. Yeah. And I also have some paperwork I need to fill out. So I'm making a note to myself to do that. And then I can just put my notebook to the side until I remember something else I need to make a note about. I hope everyone is having a happy hump day. We're already halfway through the week. My goodness, we are already halfway through the month of April. I don't know how that happened. Today is the 15th. Today is actually tax day in the United States. So file your taxes, please. Or if you need an extension, you can't submit your taxes today, please file an extension. Get that done. No, my mom said that one thing you never play with is your taxes. The government will come for their money. They love to drag their feet in terms of taking care of you, but when it comes to you taking care of them, oh, they've got that on speed dial. So please make sure you file your taxes today or file an extension so that you won't be subject to penalties. Because goodness knows this administration does not need any more of our hard-earned money. It's bad enough that they get what they get. I hope this doesn't take too long to load. It always takes longer when OBS is running because The Sims uses a lot of resources and OBS uses a lot of resources, so it slows things down quite a bit. Update something that I've been needing to update while I'm waiting for this to load. And we can hope and pray that it doesn't take too long. Oh my God. Oh, I'm hungry. Mm. no wonder. It's 6:45 here in New York City. Um, and the last time I ate was lunch, so it's dinner time. Tonight is my night to cook. So I think I'm going to make a stir fry. I'd like some vegetables. I'll make it with ground turkey. We've got some in the fridge. So I will go ahead and do that after I'm done streaming. Right now it is streaming time. It is not stir fry time. But before, darn it, I forgot to click on something. I need to change this. Okay, let's go back. So I just got my updated credit card, and while this save file is taking its sweet time to load, I am going to update that card number in an auto pay account that we have. Just to get that out of the way, okay, you need to let me edit the card then. All right. Now I can add the new one. This is the part of adulting that is boring. Just taking care of life stuff. However, I still would rather be an adult than go back to childhood. Even with all of the trials and tribulations that come with adulthood. Because I went through some shit as a child. And I much prefer the freedom and having agency over my own life that I have as an adult, as opposed to going back to childhood. Okay, yes, that was taken care of. So I do not have to do that now. You're still loading? What the heck? I do declare. Well, we'll just hang out and enjoy jazz. While we wait for the game to continue taking its own sweet time to load. This is actually chill hop. I like their music. Sometimes I even leave it playing all night because it's just so relaxing. All right, and there is one more place that I need to update this. And then I'll be done with that little piece of adulting. While we wait for the game to finish loading the save file. Update auto payment method, yes, please. Okay. Can't I just update that? I need to update the card number. Payment methods. That's what I'm looking for. And yes, I do want to edit it. Very good. Very good. Okay, that's done. So I no longer have that hanging over my head. And lo and behold, my save file is still loading. You know what I can do? I can play some Stardew while I'm waiting for this to load. And then I can come back to it when it's loaded. So how about we do that? Rather than sitting and looking at this loading screen forever and ever, amen. Alright, where you at, Steam? Is one thing I like about Stardew. It does load quickly. But Stardew is much less resource intensive than The Sims 4 is. Different games, different resources, resource requirements. So I certainly am not comparing the two. What I am saying is it is common for me to have Stardew running on one computer while I have Sims 4 running on the other, so that when my brain needs a break from one, I just switch over to the other one. Stop picking stuff and you'll stop falling. Talking to this bottle. I moved my water bottle, but the label on it was stuck to my water bottle. So when I moved my water bottle, the bottle that was stuck to it fell off the table. But I've moved it away, so I will not have that problem again. Thanks for hanging out and being patient with the slow loading save file. Should have Stardew up here in a minute. And that'll move much more quickly. So we can do that for a little bit. And then I'll pop back over to Sims and see if my save file finally loaded. Actually, I'll hear it when it loads because the Sims scene will play. I'll probably stream for another hour rather than cutting it off at 2 hours. Having a good day, I'm not too tired. And I feel like I've spent a lot of the stream looking at loading screens. So I want to actually have time to do gameplay. So rather than ending in 30 minutes, I'll end in an hour. Oh, there you are. Okay. I was wondering what happened to you. I can turn off the music because Stardew has its own musical soundtrack that I am allowed to use in my videos and on my streams without getting a copyright strike. I wish Sims 4 would do that. But, so I am in year 6 of my very first Stardew save. And I think we just started fall when I was playing yesterday. Yep, we're on day 3 of fall. It is a Wednesday. Hello, Violet. How's Mommy's going? You doing good? Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Mom and Emily before I get started. Go work. Hey, sweetheart. Gonna spend some time with the parrot today. It breaks my heart that he'll never fly again. Oh, that's so nice of you. She's so sweet. She cares so much about nature and the environment, the animals. All right, first things first, let's take care of Shadow and her bowl. Baby. Let's take care of all of the produce first. Oh, great. Now I can finally make that pink cake for Marnie. I've been waiting on that. Those aren't ready yet. The cranberries are ready. I don't think the wheat is ready. No. This is planted behind the corn. I don't remember. Okay, and I want to grow some more beets. So let's see. Okay, that's good for now. A lot of beet seeds left. Only place you can get beet seeds is the desert. Oh, Wednesday is my gift giving day. Let me go back in the house and make this pink cake for Marnie. So I want to stop by and drop it off to her. What am I missing? Eggs. Okay, so I have a wheat flour and sugar. I need an egg. Okie dokie. To the hen house we go. Hello, chickens. How you doing, chickens? Let's pet everybody since I'm here. Let me go get me an egg. One egg, just one. That's all I need. While I'm out here, I can drop the mayonnaise into the shipping bin. So let's do that. I need to drop some fruits and vegetables off in the shed too. Okay, now we should be able to make, yes, we can make the pink cake. New achievement. Cook. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. Violet is so cute. Oh my God. Okay. It's 10 o'clock, so that is a good time to go do my little gift giving errands. Let's see what I've got in here. Do some more dried fruit. Actually, you make a lot of money with that. Lot of money. I am amazed. Let's do dried blueberries. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I need to put the beets, drop the beets off at the mill. Let's put this in my chest, resources chest, to free up some more space. Oh, wait. I want to pick up my gifts. Because I want to go on my gift giving thing. Okay, so the pink cake is for Marnie. Raisins are for Granny, Evelyn. The hot pepper is for the mayor. The pumpkin is for Willie. The orange is for Gus. The ancient doll is for Marnie's daughter. And then I'll take the rabbit foot and the daffodil in case I run into somebody else. Oh, I should give the rabbit's foot to Haley. That would be a good idea. Oh no, we're not selling the raisins. We're going to sell dried pomegranates. And let's drop the beets off at the mill to be made into sugar. All right. Now let's go grab Sherry and head into town to visit our friends. Okay. Actually, I should have gone by Marnie's farm first, because what usually happens is I get so caught up with doing stuff in town that I forget to go by her farm. So let's run back real quick. Oh, I did not bring a void egg for my buddy in the sewer. I'll at least stop by and talk to them. Hi, Marnie. I have something for you. Your daughter is probably... Oh, Mayor Lewis is here. This is an incredible gift. Thanks. You are very welcome. Hi, Mayor Lewis. It's my favorite. Thank you. You're welcome. I know why you're here. I'm sure you're helping to meet Marnie's business needs. Mm-hmm. Whatever you say, sir. Alrighty. Pick up this mushroom. Now I can head into town. It's always good for me to stop by Marnie's first. Stop by and see Haley. I didn't bring a sunflower. Oh, I just can't get... Oh, this is a cutscene. I just can't get this jar open. Oh, it's you, Lotus, right? Yeah. The one married to your sister? Yes. Say, you're pretty strong, aren't you? Yes, I am. Great. Then you shouldn't have any problem opening this jar for me. Yes, sister-in-law, I'll try my best. Hey, you did it. You're stronger than you look. Thanks so much. Thanks. You're welcome. If you're ever bored, come say hi. I sure will. As a matter of fact, I have a rabbit soup for you. Oh my God, this is my favorite thing. You are so welcome. Hey there, Alex. Okay, let's see. Checked on Haley. Making friends with Haley because Evelyn mentioned more than once that it would be nice to get on Haley's good side. I think it's good to be friends with my wife's sister. The good mayor put me in town with the town's public gardens. Fall flowers are delicate, so don't go stomping on them. I know you kids like to do. Ma'am, I would never. I am sweet and innocent. Oh my, it looks wonderful. That's very kind of you. I think I brought her a chocolate cake last week. Let me go check on. Oh, I don't have anything for George, do I? Well, I'll at least go talk to him. Hi, George. Lotus, let me turn off this darn television and we can have a little chat. Oh, okay. So, what are the young people doing these days? Well, we're going to visit our friends and checking with them and making sure that everything is all right. You know, our friends like you. It was good to see you. I'll check back in with you later. Okay, let's see. Gus is getting an orange today. He loves oranges. I learned that. So I like to stop by and bring him one. He's got other things he loves too, but you're giving this to me? I'm speechless. I enjoy it. Make yourself at home. Thanks so much, sir. I appreciate that. I will see you later. Okay, and I gotta go and deliver a pumpkin to Willie. I already gave Mayor Lewis his gift because I was lucky enough to run into him at Marnie's when he was making sure her business needs are met. Whatever you say, Mayor Lewis. Whatever you say. Hey, Willie. What's up? This is great. If only the old Pappy was around. He'd go nuts for this. I've heard a rumor that a special kind of fish can be found in the pools between waterfalls if you can reach it with your rod, that is. I have not been able to get my rod between the waterfalls. Oh, I did have a gift for Granny. That's who the raisins were for. Darn it. Okay, I'll just have that to give to her next time. Okay, now I can head back home and finish taking care of the animals. Oh, but first, let's grab some. I don't have to worry I don't have to worry at all about wood, but I do like to collect fiber and stone. That's a little bit more difficult to come by. Stone I have to go into the mines for most of the time. Dude, I didn't forget about your steamed tuna. I just need to figure out how to get all the ingredients to build the steamer. I'll take care of those later. Alright, let me empty my inventory first. Some of these things. Oh, I found a geode. Okay. I'll have to stop by Clint tomorrow or at some point. And drop that off. I'll put the fiber in here. I'm keeping the hardwood fence and the hardwood and the stone because I've been renovating things. Put these gifts back in here. Do I have a sunflower? I don't. I just have to have it. I need to grow some more sunflowers, I think. So as my stone fences fall down, I'm replacing them with hardwood. Oh, y'all need for me to plant some more grass starter, I see. I put my cheese presses and truffle my oil makers in the fence because so why can't I do anything like that? Go pet everybody. Because I got tired of the animals getting in my way when I was trying to deal with them. Hey Mara, no Sims? Yes, I do have the Sims. I ran into a problem because, well, not a problem so much. I am loading a very old save file and it's taking a year and a day. So I decided while it is doing that, we are not eating the corn. I decided while it's doing that, I will play some Stardew. Jimmy is trying to sleep. Okay, no pets. Everybody's sleeping. Yeah, see, my save file is still loading. So that's why I'm playing Stardew. Because I got tired of sitting and staring at a loading screen. As I'm sure you understand being a simmer yourself. Alrighty. Let's just swap these out. And we're just gonna look. I got you. How's your day been? My day's been good. I've actually gotten a lot done, and I had to remind myself that I am allowed to relax and enjoy my games. So that's what I'm doing. Because I was like, oh my god, I, ooh, more corn. I had a harvest that. I feel so bad about playing my game when I have stuff to do, and I realized that I had gotten done the stuff that I needed to do. So fun is definitely allowed. Nice balance. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Working myself to death is not a good look. Stressing myself out is also not a good look. We will not be doing that. We will be enjoying life to the best of our ability. Okay, and I think I still have the chickens left. How about you? I hope you've been having a good day. We are halfway through the week. Just got 2 more days until the weekend. I played first today and I'm working now. Would not recommend. Oh, we are loading, are we? Okay. Now this is what I was loading this file for. I need to know what generation Pharrell is. Oh my god, I didn't have him in a club. Okay, what about your mom? Did I have you in a club? She was not in a club. Jeez, and ages. Okay. Um, let's look at her family tree. Because I know I put Pharrell in one of the cousins' clubs. Okay, why is the family tree not showing up? This is not cool at all. Is it just taking a minute to load or what? Sometimes, honestly, we do have to play first. And I don't say that to encourage people to ignore their responsibilities, but I say that because sometimes we're stressed out and our brains need a break. And in order for us to be able to focus on what we need to get done, we have to do something fun to just blow the cobwebs off, brush the cobwebs off. So if playing first is what helps you get your work done later, by all means, I'm glad you did it. Okay, so you're not doing anything right now. Let's go back to Stardew because you want to sit there like you don't know what changing to another member of the household means. Let's put one, there we go. Okay. And I'm just going to put those in there as well. Oh, now you want to move. Okay. Can I load the family tree now? Chauffeur's family tree. No, it is not cool. Okay. Could it? You just needed time. Okay. Carlos Foy Lopez. I think I saw, here he is, Gen 24. So if his grandfather was Gen 24, his mom is 25, Pharrell is 26, so his daughters are 27. All right. Okay, 24. Carlos is Gen 26. This is why it pays to keep records of your Sims. When you have questions like this, you and check. Yeah, I couldn't get out of bed today. I feel like streaming regularly keeps me on track. If I didn't have to do that, I probably still would be working. Hmm. So what are you doing for stream later? Or is it like stuff or is it don't mind me asking? A menu. I want to go back to this day in Stardew. Finish this up. Oh yes, we are selling stuff. Let's sell the mushrooms and the cloth and the one truffle oil. And why do I have to do this here? I think I need a knife chest. Yeah. So I need to take that geode to get processed. I hope having trouble getting out of bed was just a normal I'm tired thing. If it wasn't, I've been really depressed. I'm really sorry, and I hope you whatever support that I know that from personal experience. I do that a lot this year. It's 10:30. I've still got time. What do you all need now? You need 2 clamps. Okay. Unfortunately, I just the beach and sell them. I think I did. That's okay. Next time I'm at the beach, I will have to pick up clams. So hopefully, I will find clams for you at the beach. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing I need to do. I need to plant some more grass starter. This y'all's yard is almost empty. Let me do that. Got lots of that to go around. Alright, we got more truffle oil to sell too. That's a good thing. I know you're getting tired. We're almost done. Just gotta make sure the livestock has lots of grass to eat. There. Okay, 12:30. Oh, there we go. Drop the corn into the oil maker. There we go. Okay. So I added these walkways because I realized that they're walking through grass actually slows them down. I think the wiki said it's like a -1 when you're walking through the grass. Walkways so that I can keep grass starter growing. Moving at a time. Hurry, hurry, hurry. It's almost time to go now. Let's wait. Let's drink some coffee. That will vote. Yes, yes. Pronto. Let's go. Let's go. Run, 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 run. Ah, shoot. They're gonna charge me. Okay, it's a good thing I have a lot of money. I go through periods of getting loads of stuff done and then nothing done. And today was nothing day. Just felt tired. Yeah, that happens. What was the question you asked before? Oh, I asked if the work that you're doing now is for streaming, or is it freelance type stuff, or is it work, like working for somebody else type stuff? If you don't mind sharing. You don't have to answer that, of course. Oh, I fell asleep outside. They're gonna charge me, even though my wife is right there. I was right outside of my own house. And they're like, oh no, we want to make money off of you. All right, my horoscope for the day isn't too good. I'm going to make the best of it as always. Let's get to work. Hey, I like your positive mentality, huh? Baby, have a good day. All right, we're gonna sell stuff. So sell those. I'll keep the cheeses and put them in the fridge. This is just about. Oh, hey, go. Cranberry sauce. Yum. Linus, I bet you're the one that was rifling through my pockets. I just have a sneaking suspicion. I don't know why that is. Okay. Oh, I'm editing a short story right now for someone. Oh, that's cool. You know, I'm always amazed able to find freelance posts because I've never had a lot of luck with like posting my services are available on like LinkedIn and stuff like that. And I'm not sure why that is. But it might be that I don't post enough. A friend of mine who is very familiar with like online marketing and just online spaces in general, navigating online spaces, said generally it takes 8 views of something for somebody to actually act on it. So if I want somebody to, because the signal to ratio, because the noise level on social media really is so high, it just takes a lot of posting for your stuff to even reach anybody, unless you're willing to pay, which I'm not willing to, or able to do, not able to do. So it's always been very difficult. I've found it was true with my photography and, just in general, I just find that to be true. So I have to remind myself to keep posting to increase my chances of my content being seen by other people. Oh wow, y'all made short work of a lot of grass starter that I laid down last night. I haven't made it to the island yet, so I don't yet have access to bluegrass, which it takes them a lot longer to eat that in the wiki. Okay, let's move some stuff around. Get to what I needed. Put that back there. Don't need that right now. Oh, more coffee. I see. I just have one left. It's interesting now that I struggle with selling myself. I can say I'm an editor, but I can't tell you why I should be your editor. Oh, I'm doing terribly. I'm not sure how I got this particular client. I'm doing nearly enough and I need to get on it. This one income lifestyle is not it. I know that's right. How do you get to the island? So yes, the one income lifestyle is not it. We are going through it here. T is the only one working, and both of us are quite over it, um, to put it frankly. How do you get to the island? So apparently, there's a boat that you have to help Willie repair, and it's in the back room of his shop. So I'm assuming that you get there, you get to the point where you can help him repair the boat if you have a strong enough friendship with him. So that's why I've been working on chatting with him on a regular basis and giving him gifts. But I haven't quite gotten there yet. Okay, I need to get some stuff out of my inventory. So let's drop off fruits and vegetables here. Fruits and vegetables in this row. Vegetables. I also can sell the mayonnaise, the sugar, wild honey. Okay, so that opened up space. And those I'll sell. I'm going to do that now. I wonder if Mayor Lewis would like the dried blueberries, because more than once when I've run into him, he said, I sure like a good blueberry. So I'll check that. But actually, I need to turn my light on. Because it is 7:30 and it's getting dark. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see here. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I want to check. Where's my little Stardew notebook? I know that Mayor Lewis, his favorite thing is hot peppers. It doesn't say anything. Well, there's nothing in here about him loving blueberries, but maybe it's one of his likes. I'll have to just give him the gift and see if he appreciates it. Okay, so I will put the dried blueberries into my gift chest. Oh, and let's load up some of these preserve jars. Oh, I still had one more. Wait, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, and then I got four more. Yeah, I just have coffee beans. I gotta wait for my kegs to finish brewing so that I can make some more coffee. I just have one cup left. Yeah, that'll work. So let's make some more raisins, and then I can make some hot pepper jam. Oh, you know what I've been craving? Good old-fashioned grape jam. Not jelly, jam. Because jam is sweeter, and I just have a taste for it. We generally don't keep jam in the house. We do preserves just because it has natural fruit juice in it instead of like all the sugar and whatnot. But I've been craving jam, so I think at some point I need to go buy myself a small jar of jam and treat myself to a jam. Peanut butter and jam sandwich. We've got ads coming in about a minute, so please be patient while Twitch does its thing. And I will see you on the other side of the ads. We got all the void chickens and rabbits and ducks. Let's do that. Let's fed everybody. Please don't go outside. This is why I have a gate. All right, babies. Enjoy yourself. I've yet to see the ducks go in the water. I saw something either in the wiki or in somebody's video that claims the ducks, if you have your coop near a body of water, then the ducks will get in the water. So I deliberately put my coop near a pond and made sure that they have access to it. Did I already take care of y'all? I think I did, but it doesn't hurt to check again. Oh, those. Let's go ahead and grab all this mayonnaise. And I missed one. Got another round of mayonnaise started. And I need to take care of Shadow. Hi, Shadow. I'm so sorry. I forgot to fill your bowl. Oh, my game is still my save file. Sim save file is still loading. I'm glad I have started running so I can have fun while my sim save file is dragging its behind. You know what? I ought to let y'all out so you can get to that grass behind the shed. It's almost 5 o'clock though, so I'll do that tomorrow. And everybody's heading back inside so I can leave the gate open. Let's see if there are any truffles hiding in the grass. That's the only thing about having so much grass, is that the truffles get hidden in it. While I'm here, I will re-up y'all's grass starter because y'all eat so much. Welcome back from the ads. I'm so glad you're still here. I'd really like to have jam, jelly, and preserves so I could really understand the differences. Ducks in the pond, I would love to see that. I would too. So jelly I've found isn't as spreadable as jam, and it isn't as sweet, so I don't enjoy it as much. Sweets are a comfort food for me. So, and this is something that I noticed as a kid. Times that my mom would buy jam, I loved it. And then when we would go back to jelly, my taste buds would be like, whatever, it's okay. I'll eat it, but it's not my preference. So when I became an adult and was started buying my own groceries, then I bought jam exclusively. Or if there was a particular type of preserves that I had a taste for, like blueberry preserves or strawberry preserves, then I would buy that. Um, the preserves that we get are polliner, and polliner does not use sugar. They use fruit juice, which is great and it tastes wonderful. But I've really been missing plain old ordinary grape jam. So I'll have to buy myself a small jar of that. Please, little Lotus, who is craving jam. And like I said, sweets are a comfort food. Now, that's something that I've realized very, very recently, like within the past, I'll say month. I realized that the reason that I have craved sweets for so much of my life is because sweets are comforting to me. It's kind of like a drug, where you know how people will take recreational drugs, or they'll drink recreationally in order to numb whatever pain is going on. It'll take them out of that whatever painful mental space they happen to be in that moment. A couple of months ago, I realized that that's the role that sugar has always played in my life. Um, but rather than saying, okay, I should not have any sugar at all and just completely cutting myself off from sugar, when I find myself craving it, I'm learning to ask myself, okay, what's hurting? What's upsetting me and putting me in a mental state where I feel like I need to be distracted from my pain. And then also, if I decide that I still want or need that distraction, doing it mindfully. So, like, rather than just continue, if I get myself a sweet snack, rather than eating so much that I would actually feel physically ill, which is what I've done in the past, eat enough so that I'm like, okay, the pain or whatever it is, discontent or whatever, is numb enough. I don't have to keep eating sugar until I'm physically ill in order to get the effect that I was looking for. So, use it more as like true comfort, medicinally, whatever you want to call it. Um, just not gorging myself on it like what I've done in the past. So it was a very interesting revelation because I hadn't realized that what was going on with me in terms of my relationship to sugar. But I'm very glad that I made that discovery. I like self-discovery, being self-aware, learning these things about myself so that I can better take care of myself. Okay, I do not believe that that torch in the middle of grass will actually start a fire in Stardew. I've not seen that happen yet, so fingers crossed. It will not happen this time. I don't think those mechanics are in the game. I haven't heard anyone say anything about it. Okay, I can put the grass starter back. I think I'm done with it. It's 11:30. I got lots of time. So hopefully I will not fall asleep outside like I did last night. And, have Linus rifling through my pockets and claiming it was someone else. Let's see, let's take 2 melons. So I've got 2 preserve jars to fill. Go ahead and sell these. And let's head back to the house. I need to check on my slimes. I probably have a bunch of slime that I can harvest, which means fighting my way through the horde. They are some dangerous little suckers. Doesn't matter if you're raising them on your farm, they will still attack you. That's so smart. I'm glad you were able to find a way to make it work for you without making yourself sick. Yes, me too, because it's very unpleasant to eat something that I enjoy to the point that I don't feel so good. Sugar doesn't cost that make that much money, but altogether it does. Sometimes I'm just curious and I check the prices of things. That's how I found out that truffle oil is a huge money maker. And cloth doesn't do that bad either. Wild honey, not so much. Okay. And the stuff from the crab pots, not so much either. I can probably pick up the crab pots and just be done with them. Because that's just something extra to keep track of, especially since I'm at level 10 farming. Not farming, fishing. I'm at level 10 fishing now. Good morning, sweetheart. Going to visit town today, and later on I'm going to help out at the saloon. Have a nice day. You too, my dear. Tell Gus I said hello. Hey, sweetheart. It's just me and you today. Oh my! Look at all of this iridium level cheese. Let's just go ahead and plug out this so we can drop it in the shipping bin. Some of it I might keep. All of the goat cheese I will drop in the shipping bin. The regular cheese, I'll keep like 20 or 30 of them in my inventory for when I do venture into the mines. Okay. And let's go find some more to put in the cellar. goat cheese and the cow's cheese. Start with the goat cheese because that is the biggest money maker. No, we are not eating the goat cheese. Okay, and now I can go on to the cow's cheese. So I read the wiki to find out the best way to fill up the cellar with casks, and this is a layout that allows you to fill the cellar with casks and still access all of them. You can completely fill the cellar with casks, but then you have to actually remove every single cask in order to get the stuff that was aging in them, and that's very time consuming, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to walk through and access all of the casks. All right, so that was most of the cheese. Just pop that back in the fridge. I want to get to all of these wines that I have in here as well. Let's fill Shadow's bowl. Day 5 of fall. Oh, you missed one. There you go. Hello, my little hens. How are you? So glad to see you. I'm going to leave the door open because we've got a lot of grass outside that it would be good for y'all to eat. 11, 12. That is not what I wanted. I'm going to have to go pick that up. Let's throw a void egg in there. That is not the void egg. Okay. Hello. Get back in my backpack. Thank you so much. Alright, moving on. Do you cook in this game? Sometimes I do. So, like yesterday in the game, the games yesterday, or the day before, rather, I made a pink cake because I'm building my friendship with Marnie, and that's one of Marnie's loved gifts. So I made a pink cake for her. I don't do it very often. That's just, cooking just isn't one of my things in real life. So it makes sense that it wouldn't really be one of my things in game life either. And what's your go-to snack treat? Ooh, Skittles and gummy savers. My partner actually turned me on to sour Skittles. And I have gotten, he likes them. And I had some, and they're good, of course. I love Skittles. I just hadn't paid much attention to them, and for some reason, in the past month or so, I have almost not been able to get enough. They're really, really tart, though. So recently, I had a taste for sour candy, but not anything that tart. So I had Sour Patch Kids for the first time, and I liked them. So I'll be adding that to my list of go-tos for comfort food. Oh my. Okay, we've got some more raisins. Let me drop this in here. Any more resources I can drop off? No. Got some stuff to recycle though. Okay. No, we're not eating the apple. We are making apple jam, I guess. Oh, good. I can finally make some more coffee. My inventory is full. Ah, darn it. Okay. Let's drop some stuff off. I will drop that off, and now my inventory will not be full. Stab it right now. Okay. Okay. And you go in there. I'm going to put that back. Take this out. Actually, I'm going to need that. Because coffee doesn't take long to make. I need to drop this off in my tools. And let me go ahead and put some stuff in the shipping bin. Yes, I hear you, all of my baby animals. I hear you. The raisins, I want them to go in my gift thing. It seems like dehydrated fruit is also a big money maker. It sells for a lot. I think that's all of my casks. Oh, my preserve jars, that is. Oh, this is a vegetable. This can go in my fruits and vegetables thing. And then you can go in here. And the starfruit wine, I actually want to put in my mini fridge so I can age that in the cellar. I have a cask available. So we'll sell the pickled eggplant, the crayfish, the snail. We're going to throw some stuff in the recycler. Let's do both of the broken CDs. Okay, did I get everything out of here? I did. All right. So we didn't have any duck eggs today. That's interesting. Or void eggs. Okay. Let's open that up. Well, there's nothing over there for you all. I did not let the livestock out. But y'all can go out and eat some of that grass that's outside. Let's pet all the babies. Hello, babies. Yes, and I do want that open. No, we're not drinking the truffle oil. That would be gross, I think. Unless you have a taste for oil, like I have a taste for sugar, I think that would be gross. Alright, let's see. Got no goat milk today. And let's see what we have here. We do have wool. So let's take care of that. Right now I don't think we need any fencing. Doesn't look like anything's broken. Let's see if we've got any cow's milk. We do. Alright, we'll put that into the cheese press. So the goats don't give milk every day. I thought the cows did, but I do not have a full barn of cows. Cows are living with the pigs. I do have I think I have a full barn of sheep, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. There y'all go, eating through that grass. Gotcha, I'm gonna leave that open. we have here? Oh, ooh, chow. Oh, okay, stomach. Yes, I know, I know. It's dinner time. And oh, wow, we're at 2.5 hours. No wonder I'm so hungry. It's almost 8 o'clock. So, too bad we couldn't go back into that Sims 4 gameplay just because the save file took so long to load. However, I'm happy we at least got to play Stardew. We didn't have to just stare at Sims loading screens the whole time. Well, I'm going to finish playing this day, and then I'm going to end stream because my stomach is making it very clear that dinner is required. Yeah, that needs to go back. And we just go ahead and make some more coffee. Pop that back in there. Okay, so we've got stuff to go into our mini fridge. I still have a geode that I need to take for Clint to process for me. And I've got some void eggs that I need to turn into void mayonnaise. You are done. But you still got some eggs in your auto getter, so let's see what's in here. 6, 7, 12. Okay. And 3 more. I am very meticulous about this. Leave this open. So that in the morning, hopefully they'll come. They probably won't come out just because there's so much grass in their enclosure, but I really want them to come out and eat the grass that's outside too. Let's see, we're selling the mayonnaise. We will keep the yarn, not the yarn, we will keep the wine for aging. And the cheese as well. I've got some truffles that I can throw into the oil maker. Need to move them up top. I wish there was a way. There's probably a mod that I can use that would let me access every row in my backpack without having to manually open it. I just haven't wanted to mod my game yet. This I'm going to dig up just because it's not going to grow there. There's not enough. The 8 surrounding spaces have to be empty for a tree to grow. Oh, I can put some eggs in here. We'll take 2 more, well, 3 more actually, from there, and then that just leaves 2 eggs. Leave that open for the same reason, and let me see, not a lot. See if I can swap out any of the wool on these looms. Yes, stomach, I know. I hear you. We're going. We're going. Yes, I can go ahead and load all of these up. Don't worry, stomach. I'm taking care of you. We will do that very soon. This I can close. No, I can leave that open because then I can go out back to get to this grass here. I got a lot of fabric today. Okay, that would be it. Oh, let me look in on these murderous slime. Okay, so these little guys, okay, y'all need water. And I need to put a sprinkler in here so I don't have to do this manually. All right, let's drink some coffee so I can actually move quickly. And go harvest the slime. Here we go. Okay. Why? 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 That is really not necessary. I have provided you all with a lovely home. No, please don't go out. I have provided you all with a lovely home, and you insist on attacking me. There we go. All right. Cool. I've got some petrified slime from them and 68 units of regular slime. That's, oh, I can make another slime egg. Put that here. And petrified slime goes in with my mineral. Oh, nope, that's not my minerals. That's for stuff I've crafted 11:30. Yeah, we'll have time. That goes in there, and this goes in here. And let's make some more coffee. Have some good old coffee beans. Those are full. Put that back. 11:50. I'm good. I know it's getting late. I'm heading back to the house now. Okay. Now I can put these cheeses and wines in the mini fridge so that when I get some casks available in the cellar, I can put them into age. Yes, go to sleep for the night, and that will be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate that. I had fun. Had fun. And I intend to be back on Friday. I don't know if I have any appointments on Friday, but I will have to check my calendar and finally be back to the main menu. Okay, so I'm glad I wrote down what generation Pharrell is because I would never remember it after all this time has passed. Holy crap. All right, so I am going to go ahead and end stream here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time too. Enjoy the rest of your time zone. Oh, we have had ads starting. No, 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 no. We're going to snooze those. We're going to snooze those because I am raiding out. So let me put my socials into the chat so that you know other places that you can find me. And hey, what happened? What happened? Did I spell that wrong? Oh, now my keyboard is acting weird. Something is interfering with the Bluetooth. You enjoy the rest of your night too. I hope you have a good one. Okay. Can we please get my socials in the... Thank you so much. Oh, those are other places you can find me. And let's see who is live. I can raid who I have not raided in a while. I see some people. I see some people. Let's see. This one I haven't raided in a little while. I know. Okay. Yes. Let's see if this person is accepting raids. They are. Okay. We are going to raid Alluring Simmer. Right now she is in cast. She's doing some Sims 4 royalty gameplay, which will be fun to watch. So go ahead and copy the raid message, please, so that when we get to Alluring Simmers chat, we can spread love and light and lotus petals to our viewers. Thank you so much for hanging out. I plan to be back on Friday between 3 and 5 p.m. But if you join the Discord, then you'll know for sure if the stream will be delayed or canceled or whatever. That's usually where I announce it. Thanks again for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.